still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling. The back gate yelling. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
The run straight ahead with Genty. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Ramsey. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Short throw caught by Bowers. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
now they'll change things up.
Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ramsey. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty.
And he stopped immediately there.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
No gain on the play.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Dante Thornton,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Raiders defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball once in the air.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Ramsey. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this sure hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let
before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Broncos 7. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings on 3rd.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carpenter. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Nix to the air. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nix from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's complete to Palmer. Able to push his way through. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing Nix. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Raiders 12-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On play action, here's Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. And this one a 41-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
Why you all in my face? Taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
44-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Looking to throw. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he's got it. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off play action. Ramsey. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ramsey. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Carpenter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nix. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse first now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Ramsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19, Tiger, 19, Buffalo 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to the left side, pulled in by Bash. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Back. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Ramsey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Up the middle, it's Jensen. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Go! Bronco 80.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage. But that's all. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 18, Pioneers. 70 Lions. Like you've been here before. 60.
Back to throw. Ramsey. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The give to the fullback on the dive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues.